Welcome back to High Note. As always, I'm your host, Claxton. Tonight, we are getting into some of the industry's hottest takes and controversies directly from the musicians currently working and living it. Because everyone's got an opinion these days. I mean, what? Which act at Coachella was the best? Or how do you grow a following? Questions like these and much, much more. Today, we are bringing you two new guests with, you guessed it, two different styles of music. First, we have Kobe, a solo singer, songwriter, and engineer with a classical R&B style. Joining him today, we have Tacit, a versatile songwriter and producer representing the band Insouciant. But before we get into the debate, let's meet our guests and see what they have to bring to the discussion.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Kobe, and I play piano and guitar, primarily piano. I also sing those too, so. I've been playing since about the end of middle schoolish, so like 8th grade, maybe like 12, 13, 14, around that. My earliest inspirations were Chris Brown, but some others would be Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller. I take inspiration from anywhere, so it could even be from pop, country, EDM, literally whatever I like is what I take inspiration from. Being that this is my first time on the show, something I'm looking forward to is the debate. I have some pretty strong takes, you could say. Nothing crazy. Because I've been doing this for a while, and I've been in like actual industry circles and seeing what they're talking about, what they're saying. I'm not just kind of giving opinions or speculation. These are actual stuff people are actually saying in these big rooms. I've been in familiar places, so I personally like to harmonize. So there's a lot of my songs, if you listen to it, I just like to stack layers, 4, 5, 6, 7-part harmonies, vocal production. I feel like that's a lost art nowadays. So I actually just released a project called Just Friends, and it's like a 7-track EP. I wrote it all in January, this past January, mixed, mastered myself, did everything. It's just about really any which way you can consider yourself just friends with somebody. So whether that's you like them, they like you like them, they don't like you, they like you don't like them. Really any way you can kind of wrap your mind around it. Each song kind of plays on any of those dynamics. I hope y'all can relate to something there.
My name is Tacit Oak. I'm 24 years old and I play drums, bass, and I sing.
My name is Sebastian. I'm also 24 and I play guitar for Insouciant. Yeah, I was like in a project to start a band, and then all my members of the band always were missing. I have a show and they were like failing me, and he was coming to all the shows and it was like, yeah, I can play drum with you, and then that's why we started being friends and just playing shows together.
I used to write songs and I would sing them and share them with my mom or other family members, and they would always tell me that the songs are good, but I need to work on my singing chops and stuff. Or I remember one time my mom was saying you might just be better off writing for other people because your voice isn't there yet. So it just pushed me to just keep trying harder and harder because I didn't want to give my songs to anybody. I'm just looking forward to being surprised because I don't know what to expect with this show.
Welcome back and welcome to our two guests, Kobe and Tacit. How you guys feeling today?
Amazing, bro. Thanks for having me.
Of course, excited to have you guys here. So, Kobe, you are a solo producer, artist, engineer. I mean, you do a lot, right? And so I have to ask you, in this collaborative field of music, what do you feel like gives you the advantage being solo compared to working in a group?
I could do whatever I want, whenever I want to. I don't have to check in with anybody. I don't have to double take or hear anybody else's opinions outside of mine. Essentially, the world is my oyster, so to speak. But a few downsides is, again, I'm also by myself, so I only know what I know. And if there's something I'm missing or if something could be done better or anything of the sort, I basically just have to rely on myself. But that's also, again, the same superpower because I'm just improving constantly every day. So I see something, I learn, take something there. If I don't like it, leave it alone. So, yeah, it just gives me the freedom to do whatever I want to do, how I want to do it. When I want to do it, I don't have to answer to nobody. And I can build the world I want to build with my artistry, my career, etc. So it really just becomes a fun project at that point. Every day just living and developing that.
It's a good answer.
Because I don't know if you know, but the friend here, Tacit, he's in a collaborative band, so to speak. So do you feel like him working in a band could be holding him back from kind of like doing what he wants to do, or you feel like bands or collaborative groups can still kind of get to that same cordial point of like, hey, let's all work on this together and we all feel creatively satisfied?
Well, history, right?
Uh-oh.
Every great band at some point has broken up.
Uh-oh.
We could look at, if you want to go back, I'm not going that far back, relax.
Okay, yeah, because
Jonas Brothers,
read history.
you know,
Jonas Brothers.
they broke up. Beyonce's group. You see, I'm saying Beyonce's group. I don't even know the name.
Well, Beyonce is one person, you know.
Exactly, but
oh,
she
you talking
split.
about Destiny's Child?
Yes, Destiny's Child. I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it was
Don't
always.
blame me.
I mean, there's like speculation that the group was always going to be centered around Beyonce. Like even like Destiny's Child, that's Tina's child. Beyonce's mom is named Tina and stuff. Like it was always supposed to kind of be centered around her. So like the way things went, yeah, like that's why it happened that way. But I mean, you have groups like Aerosmith who still play. They've been playing since the 70s. You have Queen. You know, obviously Freddie Mercury died in the 80s, but you know, they've found people to, you know, be the front man. You know, they still have the same guitar player, bass player, drummer, like, you know. I mean, yeah, like not all bands, you know, inevitably break up. That's not always the case.
True. But even in the ones that you named, the biggest artists or solo act, so to speak, from the band, they always become more famous than the band does. Michael Jackson, prime example.
Right, I was about to bring
much
that
bigger
up.
than the Jackson 5.
Right.
The Jackson 5 are still very great, and collectively, they're still very known. But Michael Jackson is just light years away from the group that he was a part of.
What do you say to groups like One Direction, where you have multiple members breaking out and doing their own thing? You have Harry Styles, you had Zayn. You know, both of them became like their own individual icons.
I mean, it's the same thing. That's great.
It's possible though.
It is.
It's possible to be in a group and have multiple stars all in one group.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's literally supporting the statement. They all broke into being a solo artist.
Which
They're all
Uh-huh.
they came together at one point and they used that platform to grow to X amount of audience. Everyone collectively loves them as a band, and then separately they went to find their own fan bases. Harry split up, Zayn split up, and they are solo artists. Obviously, all bands don't break up, yes. But I would still argue that being a solo act, you just get everything to yourself, essentially. You don't have to split. When you're in a band, 4 or 5 people, everything is split 4 or 5 ways all the time. All monetization, all of that. Even the fans, like, they're going to like a particular person. Yes, you like the band collectively, but you're going to like one person.
You're going to like one
So
person.
when you say a solo act, do you mean like just one person is like the obvious star, but they have like background musicians that are playing their songs, or like you're just the only person, like you just have a backing track and you know it's just you? Like, what does a solo act mean to you? Because Youngblood, for instance, right? I would consider Youngblood a solo act, but he has a band. You know, like he has like a full on like, you know, backing behind him, but we only know of him. So what's your definition of a solo act?
Solo act is someone that splits apart from a band specifically. So, I mean, if you just drum, I don't think many people are going to come to a drummer-only show.
That's
Drummer
that's not true.
Compared to a
That's-
singer,
that's
I'm not going to a drummer show. I'm going to see you sing. I'm not going
Well,
to
that's
see you
you.
drum for
That's
an hour and a
you.
half. What the hell am I doing there?
That
doesn't
is
make-
you, my friend.
Damn.
And yes, that's just me, but yeah,
No
of course,
love
there's
to
always going to
drummers.
be the outlier that'll go and
What you got against
do
drummers,
whatever,
huh?
but
What
I
you
have
got
nothing. I have nothing against drummers.
What you
I
got
love
against
my drummers.
drummers?
Allegedly.
Drummers bring the show together.
Allegedly.
But I'm not going to one man on stage or woman drumming. That doesn't do anything for me. But yeah, solo act is just someone that, if there can be multiple solo acts like the Zayn and Harry situation, they're both great artists individually, and they went on to do solo careers. It doesn't mean one person out of a band is the solo act. It's just, if it's 4 people and all 4 of them split up and they all 4 have successful careers, then they're in their solo act arc.
So, I do like that thought, because I do feel like, you know, you can split up and kind of still like hold that same band identity, and I feel like this question continues because I do have a question for you to see your take on the fact that genres, they often get compared and contrasted on like the lyrics and tone and what have you. So do you think that punk is more like political and rebellious compared to like R&B? Because, you know, that's like his specialty with like R&B, but I want to know like your take on that. And like, do you find like R&B to lean towards a more like emotional topic compared to punk?
Yeah, I mean, punk was, punk is like literally supposed to be music for outcasts, people who are frustrated and just have, you know, something to get off their chest. Like that was like always the basis of what punk was supposed to be about, you know, not just the music, just like the culture around it. You know, it was always political. That's what it is. And I mean, R&B, you know, I think it's a known fact that it's more emotional, you know. I mean, you can have political R&B, you know, but yeah, I mean, yeah, like they both serve their purposes, you know, I would say.
Do you have a take on that, or how you feel? Because I know you do like hip hop R&B, right? So it's like, do you feel like that it can hit those same sort of political topics that punk hits? Because I know punk is specifically about like, you know, rebellion and what have you.
Yeah. Well, since we're specifically talking about R&B, unfortunately, I don't have any examples coming to mind right now to support my claim. But with music in general, you can talk about anything, anywhere, no matter the genre. So some are focused in a particular topic. Yeah, you hear R&B, you just immediately think, well, it stands for rhythm and blues. So slower, more sensual, emotional, sexual, all that kind of stuff. You wouldn't immediately think that about punk, but it can have those aspects. R&B can be political if you want it to, but then at that point, that's not what it's known for. So you listen to an R&B track, you're not expecting to hear something political.
Is that a problem if you kind of branch out from the norm?
No, it's not, but you can't be surprised if someone turns it on like, what am I listening to?
What am I listening to? Well, I don't know if you'd have that reaction to listening to some R&B and then you hear some insane topic like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if I were to like go into, you know, it all depends on like what I expect from the person that's making the music. Like if I already know like this person is like a controversial like artist or whatever, like let's say Kanye for instance, right?
Yeah.
You know, if Kanye was to make a R&B song, like just strictly R&B, and then he says some craziness on it, you know, it's like, dang, like I wasn't expecting the R&B song to go this way, but seeing as who it's coming from, you know, the shoe fits, you know. So but I'm a person that likes being surprised, and you know I'm open to everything. So like yeah, I think R&B can very much be political if you know somebody wanted it to be. And actually I encourage it because I haven't seen any political R&B. I think that'll be a nice twist, you know.
There might be a reason.
Political R&B. Well,
you trying to hear politics in the bed?
Politics in the bed. Hey,
politics in the bed. I mean, it's a real thing though. I mean,
that's either the quickest turn on or we're not seeing each other after this. But I'm glad to see we are off to a good start, and I want to implore these types of questions when we get to the next segment. However, we will have more time to discuss in our next round after this break. For the audience watching at home, while you wait, can you tell me which genre took root in New York City first, hip-hop or punk rock? I'm not sure. If you don't know, don't look it up. The answer when we return.
Still broken. All right.
I'm Jonathan Snowplow, head of construction here at CUNY. You may ask yourself sometimes, what do we do here? Why isn't the AC working? Why hasn't my daughter called me in 3 years?
Water fountain. I don't know how to fix it. Don't do pipes. Trash can. Perfect condition. What do we do when we get requests? That's right, delete them. If it looks like a mess, that's because it's a mess. Now you know what we say here at CUNY. If they really want it done, they'll ask again.
You there, do you want to play your music in front of a live audience? Have your parents asked you within the last week if you have a backup career in case this whole music thing doesn't work out? What about hot takes? Do you want to spread your filthy, disgusting opinions about music to thousands of people? Do you want an army of Swifties to dox your personal information across the internet? Well, I have good news for you. High Note is looking for talent.
Welcome back to High Note. The answer to this break's question, which genre took root in New York City first, hip-hop or punk rock? The answer is hip-hop in 1973, with punk coming just a year later. Now, we're ready to get a little bit deeper with our guests. In this round, our guests will make their own claims. We're going to start first with Kobe. What hot take have you brought for us today?
Is genre dead?
Is genre dead?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm asking him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, not in the slightest. I mean, I definitely think that right now, like, you know, in 2026, it's more common for artists to blend genres together and not really, like, you know, be very, like, monogamous to one genre. You know, it's like you're not, like, you know, who's a good example? I mean, I talked about Youngblood earlier. Youngblood wouldn't consider himself a rock artist, you know, that he just does rock. You know, he does R&B, he's a rapper, you know, he does pop. So, yeah, no. I mean, but I think when you do certain songs, you know, you still, like, we as, you know, music listeners, we need to label things to, like, make sense of it. So I think genre will always have a place in the music world. Like, it's never going to go away.
I agree. I would argue, though, that there's just so many subgenres of...
Right.
I'm trying to keep it PG. So many subgenres of music, if you want to call it that, where it just kind of gets to the point where, what am I listening to, right? Mm-hmm. If you have a certain style, or if you're an artist and you're outside,
yeah,
and you're saying you make music, and someone says, "Oh, what kind of music you make?" If you're not saying, I'll give you two. If you say like R&B and pop, or like, you know, something, if you want to be diverse. But if you're over here like, "Oh yeah, I make subnautical pump," it's like, all right, bro.
You like your Arrow, shoegaze,
and like, yeah, people just. Like, I get you want to be different, you want to be cool, and I made a new genre. Okay. But what is that? And then you hear it, it's like, bro, you're just rapping.
So, you know, I actually think that the biggest problem is the genre alternative. I mean, what is alternative, right?
I think his problem right here is, like, people overhyping or over-explaining something that's actually pretty simple. Like you said, like, you know, somebody is like, you know, over explaining what their music is, and then you listen to it and it's just rap over an alternative beat. Like, bro, that's just rap, bro. That's just rap. Like, you're trying to be different and stuff. And I feel like those people are kind of like, you know, just like trying to be niche. And I mean, you could feel it, you know. But yeah, I mean, that could get annoying sometimes, but yeah, as for, like, you know, just genres as a whole, or just genre fusion, like, if somebody asks me what type of music do I make, I probably, like, at heart, I pull from, like, my inspiration. So, like, my inspiration would be, like, Michael Jackson, you know, Amy Winehouse, you know, who else? Bob Marley. You know, I pull from those, and, like, you know, they made R&B, they made pop, you know, they made soul music. So I would just mix that with whatever it is I'm currently doing right now, which is, like, you know, rap. So I'll be like, you know, R&B and rap, alternative rock, you know, stuff like that. And then I'll just let my music show for it. You know, I wouldn't like try to overcomplicate it or nothing, but I need, like, the genres to put a name to it and to, you know, give a simple explanation of what it is I do.
Yeah, because if you present, again, some random whatever to somebody and they want to listen to you, but they already have in their mind, I like X music. I like R&B. I like rock. I like whatever. And you say something they've never heard before. So, well, I'm just not going to listen to you because I don't know what you make. And my time is valuable. So those 3 minutes that I'm going to take to listen to your song, I could do something else. Listen to a song I already like. So you're actually doing yourself a disservice because you're not providing them something to go off of, some form of familiarity. Humans are very easy to read. They're creatures of habit. You try to go against that, they're just going to avoid it out of the safety for themselves because they don't know what they're going to get into. So I just think it's better for artists, even if you do feel like you make something different, just name something it's really close to. So when the person listens,
exactly,
they'll be familiar. Like, okay, yeah, this does sound like hip hop. This sounds like pop. This sounds like punk.
And to also add to your point too, right? One artist who I could like think about where it's like, damn, I can't really even pinpoint what it is like she even makes is Bjork, right? Like Bjork. Like
how do you spell that?
It's Bjork. She's I think she's from Iceland or something. She's an Iceland artist.
Okay.
But like her music, I don't even see. That's like when genre gets thrown out the door. You know, like it's like
it's just an idea at that point.
I would say her music is more focused in like frequencies and, you know, kind of like I don't know, it's like meditative music over like a drum beat. But I mean, yeah, if you haven't heard Bjork, like you should listen to her. But like I wouldn't know what to call her music, and that's when it's like, okay, like genre doesn't even matter anymore. You know, because she has a really big fan base, and it's like people like she's very respected in the music world. But yeah, I still don't know what to call her.
We gotta learn what to call Bjork's music is what I learned just now. And from you, Tacit, you know, now that we've heard Kobe's take on if genre's dead or not, I want to hear what you have for us today. What controversial something? We need some hot takes here.
Well, I don't know if it's that controversial, but I will say I think that having a band to back up your live performance will always be better than doing a backing track, you know. And yeah, I just feels like it gives the audience a more immersive feeling, you know, when you have people who are on stage who took the time to learn a specific song or, you know, learn an entire set and play it for you for an hour straight. You know, it's like, damn, like this, like you could tell they've been practicing for however long. You know, you just respect them for it more than just somebody who throws on a backing track and is just jumping up and down the stage and basically doing a listening party for the audience. You know, so.
You're laughing. Is that because you're a solo act and you have no band?
It's a listening party for the audience. Man, I agree, but there are advantages to a backing track. I fully do agree with the band thing, though. It provides a different experience. However, a backing track, let's say you have like certain, at least from a singer's perspective, a backing track allows you to engage with the audience a little more. You don't have to worry too much about vocals, especially if, like, you know I can sing. You wouldn't be here if you didn't know that. Or maybe
you would be surprised. You would be surprised. You would actually be surprised.
There are some live singers that actually can't really sing.
Yeah.
But
lip syncer.
But the backing track, it'll have the hook in it usually, and then that would allow me at least to sing the ad libs or even just do something new that's not in the official release song.
Yeah.
So now they're coming to the shows like, oh wow, that's not in the MP3 that I'm listening to every day. He's doing different vocals, different etc. And the pressure of singing it the way it is, I can just do whatever, and I don't have to worry about singing the lead hook.
Yeah.
Now I could just ad lib and engage with the crowd, sing it with me, all that kind of stuff. It allows for that type of crowd interaction, which I love. And with the band, unless you have background singers, you can't really get that. You are expected to sing the whole way through, and it's live, so you do have to be in key, because I will point out and like, oh, you messed up, but hit the note.
But that's like the thing that will kind of separate, you know, and put you in like a different space of your own. It's like, all right, yeah, it is more convenient to have a backing track where, you know, the hook is already there and all you have to do is, you know, do the verse, and, you know, maybe you do add like some little tidbits that the fans didn't hear on the original MP3. But I personally feel like, having a live band that can take requests from the fans, or like, oh, they want to hear it again, and like there's a Nirvana performance that I was watching where they did like a happy version to Come As You Are. Like that song is usually kind of like more depressed and grungy and stuff, and they did it in like a major format. And of course you could do that on like a backing track, but it's the fact that they took time out of their day to like learn a different version, a different way to play that song. And it's just like, I don't know, it's more of a creative experience. But I guess the conversation is basically like, all right, what's more important, like conveniency or, just like dedication to just like maxing out the live performance,
Yeah, I would. Yeah, because I actually went to a show this past Saturday. Isaiah Heron, dope artist, R&B, and he had a band. And seeing the crowd interaction, at the end they were like, oh, encore, and he just came in. You didn't have to like set up a MP3. So in that aspect, you can get the raw energy of the crowd, and even if the song is like 3 minutes 20 seconds, once the backing track is done, then it's kind of done unless you want to play it again. But the band can just continue, like reiterate the last hook, and you could keep writing that. So in that aspect, yeah, I do agree with you. I mean, there's pros and cons to both sides. That can be, I guess it just depends on the type of artist you are. A lot of artists don't go that route to where they can min-max a band and perform vocally, give it the crowd what they want, and still give a dope performance. Some people can just do a backing track and they can't do much more.
Well, yeah, because, they got to lip sync one way or another. You can't do that with a band. But, I mean, either way, this was a pretty healthy discussion. You two, I liked it. And now for the show, this is the part you guys liked a lot on the last one. We're going to play a game with our guests. We're going to play sample tracks from songs, starting with the drums, followed by the bass, melody, so on and so forth. And the first person to correctly identify the song will win. You guys understand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's play Name That Tune. Cue the drums.
Pretty sure.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, let's cut the drums. What you got, Kobe?
Thriller.
Thriller?
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
Let's
Thriller?
beat it, bro.
Yes. Oh, no! Yes, that's what I was
With
thinking.
a steal from left side. Tacit steals it. And Kobe gave him
Come on, you about to go watch the movie after this. How you get that
aren't you
wrong,
watching the
bro?
movie?
Come on.
He ain't watching. Yeah, no, he's going to get his ticket refunded because that was crazy. You see the confidence?
Yeah.
If you're confident and you say something and no one questions it, they're probably going to think you're right. Good game. We got that on the drums from Tacit. Great job to him. And now we're going to get ready for our final performance.
Is that the answer? Can we get confirmation?
Wait, was it?
Yes, it was the answer.
Oh,
It was
wow.
Beat It by Michael Jackson.
I mean, the album's named Thriller, so you was right,
know.
technically.
Yeah.
Technically, so.
Consolation prize.
We don't give pity points out here. There we go. That's the song we know and love. That's the song we know and love. Beat It by Michael Jackson. Okay, that was a good game. Good game. Good games. Now we're going to get ready for our final performance with these two amazing artists when we return. And I need you guys at home to unscramble this clue. Most Talent Month is your clue. To answer the question, what album won at the most recent Grammys for R&B? The answer, when we return.
Tired of dumb mops that just push dirt around? Introducing the Wonder Mop 9000. With the advanced smart tech, it convinces dirt it never existed. Imagine a mop that thinks for itself. Proudly manufactured in Russia. To order your very own, call 1-800-IT'll-DO Appliances. That's 1-800-IT'll-DO Appliances. Warning, the mop has commonly used that cannot be altered or argued in any shape or form as in accordance to the terms of service.
You're gonna have to call back tomorrow. Still broken. Alright.
I'm Jonathan Snowplow, head of construction here at CUNY. You may ask yourself sometimes, what do we do here? Why isn't the AC working? Why hasn't my daughter called me in 3 years?
Water fountain. I don't know how to fix it. Don't do pipes. Trash can. perfect condition. What do we do when we get requests? That's right, delete them. If it looks like a mess, that's because it's a mess. Now you know what we say here at CUNY. If they really want it done, they'll ask again.
Welcome back to High Note, guys. The answer to this break's trivia clue, what album won at the most recent Grammys for the R&B, was Leon Thomas's Mutt. Now comes the final segment of our program, in which both of the musicians you listened to tonight will perform together on stage for the first time to see if you guys can put aside your differences, hopefully get, the next answer to the trivia question for Michael Jackson, because that was a little crazy, Kobe, and create something amazing. Let's find out.
This is a song called. This is a song called "Tales of a Masochist."
And the truth, I love when you subject me to abuse. And the lie, I hate when you spit in my face and you cry. And oh girl, I welcomed you into my world, but you cried. In a ball, guess we're incompatible after And the truth, I love when you subject me to abuse. And the lie, I hate when you spit in my face and you cry. And oh girl, I welcomed you into my world, but you can't. In a ball, I guess we're incompatible after all. So I'm running from you before I make you cry. Girl, I'm running from you before I cry. Girl, I'm running from you, make you cry. Girl, I'm running from you, make you cry. Make you cry tonight. Make you cry. Running from ya. Girl, I'm in love with you, but the trauma won't let me commit to you. It's a shame. You're probably my wife in another place. So goodbye. Don't wanna hurt you due to my fucked up life. You might cry, but it's for the best. I won't waste your time. So I'm running from you. Make you cry. Girl, I'm running from you before I make you cry. Girl, I'm running from you before I make you cry. Girl, I'm running from you before I make you cry.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Tough. So I'll do a song. It's called Allure, one of my earlier songs. It's a piano ballad originally, but hopefully y'all still like this guitar rendition.
I got a problem. Can you give me what I want? Need you in my life and I cannot give you up. I got a problem, like an addiction. You are the fixing, girl, I need for you to listen to me. Don't know the future, but I know I want you in it. Ever since you came into my life, it's just been different. I don't want this ride to end, I don't want it to finish. You can have it all, all, all. I don't really care about what people say. As long as I got you, girl, we gon' be okay. I'm good as long as you are, you are. I'm good as long as you are, girl. As long as you are, hey. As long as you are, as long as you, I need a fixing. You're the one to patch me up with all these cuts and bruises. I'm surprised I'm what you want. I need a fixing to mend my heart. You're the only one who can stitch what has been ripped apart. See, now the last relationship has been a bummer, especially the one that I had this past summer. I don't want this one to be a replica of what was the worst of my life, life. I don't really care about what people say. As long as I got you, girl, we gon' be okay. I'm good as long as you are, you are. I'm good as long as you are. As long as you are. The truth is, I need you. There ain't nothing in this world that I won't do. My heart is, I need you. Cater to your every need. You and me ain't never gonna get old. This is how it goes. Baby, come on over. Maybe we could talk it over. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. You've never seen a love like this. I don't really care about what people say. As long as I got you, girl, we gon' be okay. As long as you are, you are. I'm good as long as you are, you are, you are. As long as you are, you are, you are. As long as you are, you are, you are. As you are, you are, you are. As long as you are, you are, you are. As long as you are, as long as you are, as long as you are.
Appreciate y'all for stopping by the live stream.
And I
Thanks, y'all.
appreciate you guys watching at home. That was phenomenal. That was a great performance. Thank you to both of you guys again. And thank you to the audience watching. Some people who were commenting Ace, Supreme Oracle, the Meta Movie. Thank you guys for watching so much. That has been our show, and we are going out on a high note. Have a great night. Woo!
Thanks,
we did
y'all.
it. We did it. That was fire. Nice. Solid.